Well, good evening, everybody, and good to see so many smiling faces this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. This, as you know, is Team Eagle's Monday Night Zoom. And whether you're joining us live or possibly listening to the recording, we are so glad you are here. As you know, we are Mick and Jenny Daly, National Marketing Directors in your support line. We live in the beautiful mountains of Colorado. Not quite so beautiful today, actually, because the temperatures have risen from about negative 13 to, what have we been today, Mick, about 40 degrees. So everything's melting and it's all slushy and nasty, and it reminds me very much of England. So anyway, so we have a slightly different format from here on, in that, yes, tonight will be our regular Team Eagles call, which we will be doing on the first Monday after close of business every month. And then the following 3 Monday nights will be focusing on your best year ever for those of you who are choosing to follow Michael Hyatt's program. So tonight, the first thing I'm going to do is to invite any reps who are on the call tonight who would like to introduce a new rep who has recently joined their team. Then now is your opportunity. So Nikki, maybe? Oh, everybody's muted. That's not going to work.
I muted everybody, but I will unmute everybody.
You totally could. I could FaceTime you right now.
All right. So who would like to welcome somebody to Team Eagles?
That'd be kind of fun. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me doing it. I'm calling you.
Nikki, you're on. And Nikki, you have the opportunity of welcoming Nicole, who is new in the last month.
Ooh. Am I muted? I think I'm
No,
muted.
you're not muted.
Oops. Okay. Hi. I was actually on the phone with Jeff Harris, who is one of my newest recruits. I'm trying to get him on, but he's driving right now, so that's not good.
Okay.
Fine. Okay, so what am I supposed to do?
Jenny, repeat yourself.
Introduce us to Nicole. We would love to hear a little bit about her. Welcome her to Team Eagles and tell everybody what she's just accomplished.
Nicole. I see you on my screen. There you go. Hi.
She's under the pseudonym of David tonight, just in case everybody else is.
Oh, there you go. Completed for HLP.
Yeah.
Congratulations. So you moved to 6% of commission and now start and move up the chain on making some more money with the company.
I should explain that Nikki is doing that for Nicole in the absence of Nicole's sponsor, who is Amanda.
Oh, yep, there you go.
Thank you.
I am on your team, but not directly correct.
We are one team, one mission, and you are sideline buddies, as we like to call you, and so it seemed kind of appropriate.
Yeah, sideline buddy.
Well, Nicole, we're happy to have you join us, and well done. Awesome job. Okay, well, I would like to recognize a few other people who have achieved great things in the last week or so. So congratulations to Kathleen Marco, who is now a direct distributor, sponsored by Michelle Sobchak. Also, Erin Hymas, direct distributor, did the HLP, sponsored by Grace Suter, as did Nicole. We just heard from Nicole, sponsored by Amanda Schneider. Nikki Golly, congratulations to you for being promoted as sales coordinator, sponsored by Erica Lango. We'll hear more from you in just a moment. And then also Joan McFadden, sponsored by Nikki Golly, who has also been promoted to direct distributor. So congratulations all you folks, especially, getting off to that first commission level. That is absolutely the best way to start your Juice Plus business. But I tell you, the best is yet to come. So having said that, Mick, over to you.
Okay, thanks, Jenny. So let me first take us to a picture of last month's Road to Anaheim contest leaderboard. And this is where I want us to camp for a few minutes, because Nikki Golly has graced us with her presence. So we all get a chance to say to Nikki well done, Nikki, for winning the contest last month. But before I ask you to explain to us, how in the heck did you do that? I want everyone to focus on, oh, that doesn't work, to focus on how Nikki did it. So in the month, 6 new preferred customer orders, 3 newly sponsored reps on her team, and her own promotion to sales coordinator, which accumulated 520 points. So Nikki, well done. And let me unmute Nikki. You can do it yourself, of course, but I will unmute you.
You are unmuted. Perfect. I'm unmuted. Yay! I have one of my recruits. If you see my phone in the corner, he is driving, but he is plugged in because he can't do it himself. So he's doing it through me.
And is that Jeff?
This is Jeff Harris, yes.
Hey, Jeff Harris. We can't see you, can't see us, but thanks for joining us on the phone. But please drive safely.
Yeah, see, he drives safely. He's listening, not talking.
Listening. All right. Welcome, Jeff. You are now officially an Eagle.
You're officially an Eagle. Yay!
Yeah. So Nikki's sponsor, Amanda, can't be on tonight because she's at a 3-hour parent thing at school, board meeting at school. Because Amanda is one more very busy person who's got many irons in the fire, including a whole lot of volunteering. But Nikki, golly, we're proud of you.
Thank you very much.
And most people want to know. Okay, first of all, you got your sales coordinator promotion. That is a huge promotion because now you're making no money. Now making the full 22% commission. Yay!
Yay! I was going for the fast track to sales coordinator, but thanks to amazing coaching from my upline, when your wonderful wife came down, she was like, well, fast track. She's like, well, you could. It would be kind of tough, but there is an option to do the slow way to sales coordinator. And I had no idea. She's like, well, you need one more person to do an HLP. And I'm like, okay. And then I did it. I got Joan, and just her order alone actually was enough to get her HLP. So I kind of told her about the company. She is not sure about the business. She's still learning about it. But I was like, the amount of points that you got from your own order would be enough to not get an HLP, but get the HLP bonus. She didn't qualify for the HLP because she didn't have 2 other people. But with her own order, she got the 6%, and I talked to her. I was like, I can show you how to do it. It's pretty easy. And so that actually catapulted me to sales coordinator. I'm super excited about that.
Good. And just to clarify for other people, even though you didn't get the bonus that comes with fast tracking to sales coordinator, when you do the slow track, you're still jumping from 14% to 22%. So you're very quickly going to make up through that additional 8%, up what you didn't get in the bonus through fast tracking. And so anyway, Nikki, congratulations. And I actually mailed you a check for $100 as our contest winner for December. It went in the mail this afternoon. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Deserve it.
I am super excited about it. I had no idea that I could even do it because I didn't really know what I was doing. But honestly, the best thing is just talk to everyone about it. I mean, pretty much everyone that I talk to knows what I'm doing, knows about Juice Plus, and knows why they should be on it themselves. And that's kind of helped my business grow so far.
But tell us a little bit about your wellness program, because it's pretty awesome. Anybody who's a friend of yours on Facebook, we see you doing beautiful stuff on Facebook. So just tell us a little bit about that.
About that? Well, I'm a nutritionist by trade, so I love and educate. By the way, happy Meatless Monday. It's one of my health things.
Meatless Monday.
Meatless Monday. So I try to educate people on the importance of health and little things that they can do. And I also came from the supplement industry in the background. So all of health, basically all the different health things that I talked about with everyone in the vitamin store all came back to a multi-nutrient supplement. I used to call it a multivitamin, but since I learned more about Juice Plus, a multi-nutrient supplement is more important than a multivitamin. So I just kind of, that's a foundation for good health for almost everyone. So yes, I talk about that and talk about the importance of eating more fruits and vegetables, because that's going to take care of your gut, which is called your second brain. And so I just kind of do a little bit, lots of education to people. I love it.
And you're building a team in spite of the fact that you're a nutritionist by profession.
Right? Yeah. So I'm inspiring other people to talk about what I talk about. So it works. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, you're going to go a long way, Nikki, and you're going to go a long way, not just because you've got a passion for educating people, not just because you're a nutritionist by profession, but because of your passion and your enthusiasm. And you're just a magnet, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. I love it. Honestly, if you do it through love, everyone else can feel it. Everyone's like, yes, okay, she really does want to help. She's not just trying to sell me stuff. I'm like,
there you go. That's a huge
inspired or not, but I want you to help yourself.
Yeah. Okay, so quickly, what's next?
What's next? I'm saying we should do QNMD by the end of 2017. That's what I'm going for.
All right. You're going to skip right over senior sales coordinator. I love it.
Yeah. you got to have a FAR goal. That one's going to be easy. I got to do QNMD by the end of it.
There you go. Absolutely. Oh my goodness. This has been a great little training right here.
Perfect. Thanks.
Fantastic. Let me show you where we are this month now. And Nikki, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Let's see where we are this month. And there you see Nikki won $100 last month. And there you see her on the leaderboard again, not in first place yet, because guess who's leading the way? Nicole Baker, who's on tonight. Well done, Nicole Baker. And Nicole has 5 orders. I'm going to ask Nicole, and let me stop that screen share. And let me ask Nicole Baker. I'm going to unmute you if I can. Are you still on? Oh, David, of course, yes. Yes, you're in incognito.
Sorry.
So, Nicole, you've completed your HLP. You're leading the leaderboard. And tell us about how you got those 5 orders, because you needed those to complete your HLP, right?
Yes. So, well, I was working really hard because I thought I was completing my HLP beforehand, but I guess there was a mix-up with the whole when I bought my tower garden and the business cycle. So Amanda's like, well, we actually need more orders. And it's like, all right. And she invited me to the Phoenix Child Care conference over the weekend. And so we did tabling together, and we got a really good turnout, and I got 3 orders right on the spot, and one person ordered 2 different things. So yeah, I just kind of been talking to everybody about it as much as possible and spreading the word. So yeah.
That's fantastic. How was that experience of having a kind of a vendor booth?
It was amazing, actually. I thought I was going to be really nervous, especially working alongside Amanda, who's like a pro. I don't know if you guys know, but Amanda used to be my teacher when I was in middle school. So I kind of really look up to her a lot. But it was so nice, and she's just so great and helpful. And it was just really nice because everybody wanted to just learn about how to improve their health. And it just came natural to just kind of spread the word and not focus on, oh, I need to sell a product, but just kind of sharing my experience. And it was so natural.
Absolutely. And, in our experience, and, we've been doing this with Juice Plus for well over 23 years. Mm-hmm. In our experience, when someone like Amanda gets someone like you, Nicole, mm-hmm. to a vendor booth, that when you look back on it, you realize that you grew in knowledge and in confidence mm-hmm. just in those few hours. Would you say that's true?
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I definitely did. I went in and I was like, I'm not sure if I know like all the details that I really want to share, but it just, like I said, it just came natural, and I feel like I know so much more and just kind of more on how to inspire others to live a healthier life versus just, hey, this is Juice Plus, so.
Absolutely. Well done. Well done. Very, very proud of it. Okay, let's move on. I do want us to talk a little bit about best year ever, but before we do that, I want to take you through something else. And that is Shred 10. I just want to highlight this. This is something I posted today. It's taken straight from the wonderful NMD team that has created the Healthy Living Revolution and has created the Shred 10 program. And there's a lot of information here, but I do want to highlight it, and I do want to highlight the fact that the Shred 10 program, we should be offering our customers and our prospects 3 different packages, which is what you see here. And the first thing to stress is that for someone who isn't yet convinced that they need the capsules, in time they will be convinced. But until they get convinced, it is perfectly okay for them to do the Shred 10 with the basic package where they are shredding, but only having 1 complete shake a day and no capsules. Now that is a change. For me, it is not ideal, but it's important that we understand that this is now a company-wide program. I guess I should back up and stress it's a company-wide program, but it's still optional because there's still plenty of people out there who will not use this as either their main program for building their business, their main program for inspiring healthy living, but most of us will. And then the other 2 packages involve the new customer or the prospect using the trio and using the complete for either 1 or 2 shakes a day. And then this is the other piece of that, which is a visual, which helps us to help the prospect or the customer understand basically what they're missing if they aren't doing 1 or 2 shakes a day. Just keeping it simple. And so all this verbiage that you see here in our Team Eagles Facebook group is verbiage which helps us understand and helps us explain the different options. As Jenny and I discussed today, if you give people too many choices, then the danger is that they may decide, oh, I can't decide. So it's very much up to you how you approach Shred 10. But I also want to show you this, because the Shred 10 program, it now is the company's official power program, is the way I describe it. Because Shred 10 is the best way for any of us to get great results with Juice Plus and with the 10-day shred. And it's very definitely the best way that we can help our customers, both existing customers and new customers, get the best results the most quickly with Juice Plus. What you're looking at here is one of the deliverables, one material that, that will be part of the shred guide, that will be part of the shred program. And as you can see, it's simply a flow chart showing the elements to how we can and should use the Shred 10 program with our customers. That's all I want to say about it now. I do want to stress that as the Healthy Living Revolution and all the materials that have been produced, by the way, the materials are of the highest quality we've ever seen, by far and away the highest quality. They're extraordinary. But as we see these materials being introduced, being made available to us, just take a look at the Shred Guide itself. It is comprehensive, but there's a heck of a lot there. In the next few days, we will be getting a Shred 10 system guide, which is the guide for us Juice Plus reps who want to use Shred 10 to help us build our businesses. It will be comprehensive. And to some, especially to new people like Nicole, it's going to look pretty heavy. It's going to look complicated. So let me promise you that as we move forward with the Healthy Living Revolution and all the materials and the Shred 10 program and all the materials, we will do our best to simplify it and to give you a simple track to run on, so that whether you're brand new like Nicole, fairly new like Nicole Baker, Nicole's had her first promotion, so she's no longer brand new. But if you're brand new like Jeff Harris listening in, or if you're like Sandy Guest, who's been with us forever, Sandy, then we will all have that simplified, simple track to run on if we choose to make Shred 10 a key part of our business building program. Let me also stress, in one more minute, why is it that Shred 10 is proving to be so successful? Well, just consider this quick scenario. You have a customer who loves the idea of the Shred 10 program. They want a health program, not just a health product. They want something that's going to give them quick results in 10 days. And anyone who does a shred will see results. There is absolutely no doubt about it. They will see some results they aren't expecting, in addition to the ones that they're hoping for. At the end of 10 days, that new customer will be a prime prospect for joining our teams because they've seen great results. What about someone who joins our team because maybe they're in the children's health study, maybe it's husband and wife, they want to save some money, they sign up to be a rep just to get the product at a better price. Why wouldn't we encourage them, one or both of them, husband and wife, to do the shred, to add the complete, so that, they see results really quickly. In both of those scenarios, we're going to have people on our teams who've seen results with the product, who are excited, and most importantly, people around them will have seen those results. What happens at the end of 10 days for someone on the Shred 10? They look better. They've got a glow about them. They're thinking more clearly. Their mood is better. They might have lost a little weight. People will go, what are you doing? That is what makes it exciting. That's what is going to help us all to grow our businesses better and faster than ever before. Does anybody have any questions about Shred 10? I'm going to unmute everybody. Any questions about Shred 10? It's still early days. Again, the other thing I would say while you're thinking about your questions is, it's hard for us to introduce Shred 10 to someone if we haven't done it ourselves. It's hard for us to introduce Juice Plus to someone if we're not taking it ourselves. So it's no different. Any quick questions on Shred 10 before we have a 5-minute chat about the best year ever?
My question actually would be, I have a problem getting folks to actually commit because of the price. So how do you get them there with that price tag, I guess?
Well, how do you ask
feel
them?
about the price, Alfie?
Sorry, say again?
How do you feel about the price, Alfie?
I mean, I know by breaking it down and having done it that it's worth it, but I can see how $150 up front is difficult.
Well, if you ask them, if I can say something, if you ask them how much they would spend on, say, if they're going to do the 2 shakes a day, like the breakdown of that, how much that costs, it's $2 for essentially a meal. I would turn around and ask them, like, okay, so if you did $2 for a meal, if you were to do a complete shake, how much would that meal cost if you went out and bought it, if you bought breakfast instead of doing a shake? Typically, it's going to be between $5 to $10, right?
Right.
So you would be doing breakfast for $2.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, that's just kind of an easy way. That's one of the ways that I always ask people is like, well, how much do you spend right now on breakfast and lunch? If you're doing 2 shakes a day, then you're doing health, you're getting fiber and all these phytonutrients, but you're also spending probably less than you would on breakfast and lunch if you weren't doing the shred.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
Allison, this is
Yeah.
Brianna. I know that I've done it where Mick split it up, where he has that basic package where you're only doing the shakes. I have a couple friends that definitely couldn't afford to add in everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I told them they won't see, the ultimate results, but they'll definitely still see some. And they actually save money during the shred, like what she was saying. That then they usually tell me, well, if I can continue doing something like this, then I can afford the Juice Plus. So then it usually works out where then they buy more from me. Because exactly what you're saying, you can't buy a meal for $2. There's nowhere.
Right.
I mean, maybe, but it would be very good.
And if you add in the fact that they're cutting out the coffees during the shred and cutting out processed food, then there's quite a bit of saving there for most people on
True.
a daily basis.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah, great advice, everybody. The bottom line is meet people where they are.
Right.
And the beauty of what Brianna's done with a couple of her customers, just doing the shakes, is that with the kind of customer care that I know Brianna gives her customers, she has great opportunities during the course of the 10 days, certainly by the end of 10 days, to have educated them on why the trio, why the capsules are so great.
Mm-hmm.
And they will have seen results, even without the capsules, but they'll probably be wanting more. And so at that point, they will have seen the value of the program, the value of what we're offering them, and many of them will add the capsules to the complete.
Okay. Cool. Makes sense.
One of the other key messages, if I can go back and quickly screen share. So the beginning of this is Mitra Ray's comment. And that comment basically relates to the Transform 120 program, the 4-month transformation program that
Right.
we and her team have run for years. And beyond the success they've had with that, 13 new national marketing directors using the program, using the system. The key is this. She taught her team to say one simple phrase over and over. Our products come in a 4-month supply. Our products come in a 4-month supply. And if we take that to heart, that's the way we use these post products, pretty much all of us. And we want our customers to understand that this isn't a 10-day program, this isn't a 1-month program, this is a 4-month program.
Mm-hmm.
And the shredding parts of that are important for the first 10 days, but then after 10 days, and this will all come clear when we have more shred time materials, but after the 10-day shred, we then go into a maintenance period where we will still probably eliminate gluten and dairy, but we will allow ourselves a little caffeine, a little alcohol. So going into a maintenance program after the 10 days is part of the 4-month commitment.
Mm-hmm.
And you're also, you have to remember you're adding value because there is a recipe book and there's, even if they're just doing the shakes, you're enhancing it with giving them some new recipes, a new way of eating, which most people, don't do.
Mm-hmm. True. Cool.
Absolutely, huge value.
Hey, Mick, I have a question.
Yes, Brianna.
I've seen a few posts on Facebook and social media saying to make sure to call it Shred 10. Have you seen that? And not call it the 10-day shred and all those things. Is that just so that on social media the hashtags will be shared, or if there's a specific
I can answer
reason
that.
for that? Okay.
First and foremost, Brianna, we have trademarked Shred 10.
Gotcha. Okay, so that I didn't know.
It's trademarked. Secondly, you're right. Hashtag Shred 10. We own that hashtag, and that hashtag is creating a tremendous amount of a tremendous vibe in social media.
They also, the reason they switched to Shred 10 instead of the 10-day shred is because there is somebody who owns 10-day shred already.
Yep, there is another website for 10-day shred. Yep, absolutely. So yeah, it's Shred 10, and so we can say 10-day shred just in conversation, but certainly on social media, online, we need to be making it Shred 10.
Okay, perfect.
Jenny's going to tell me to cut this short because we're over time. For you, best year evers, and by the way, Brianna, you are my poster girl for doing it as your time schedule allows. I'm proud of you, girl. It's awesome.
Yes, and I did my vision board tonight.
Yay! Can we see
One
it?
thing at a time.
Can we see it?
You can see what's done of it so far.
Yeah,
I can show you.
please. And hey, Brandon, how are you, buddy? We see you peeking in there.
Okay, so I put it on, I have a big board like this. So I've got like my new orders. So it's not all done, but I've got it started on this side.
Looks great.
And then my reminders for the Juice Plus stuff on the top.
And as you posted today or commented today, you're going to have your goals very visible.
Yeah, I already framed them right by my bed on my bedside table.
Fantastic. Well, next Monday, if you can be on again, I may just call on you to tell us just how it went for you, the whole process, what worked well, what didn't work so well, and how you think this hopefully will change, will make 2017 your best year ever.
Yes, I hope so.
It will be for every possible reason, not just.
I know so.
Yeah, just saying. All right. Hey, listen, best year ever. We'll be doing a lot more, as you saw today. I'm going to start Michael Hyatt's 3-video course starting on Wednesday, then the second on Thursday, the third on Friday, on how to stay on track. But we got to get on track first before we can stay on track. So we'll talk a lot more about that next Monday night for you best year everers. For those of you who are not in our best year ever program, every Monday for you, I will promote and recommend that you join the Campbell team Monday night call, which is also always fantastic. And you'll get a lot of value out of that as well. So, well done, everybody. Good to see and hear from so many of you. Have a great Juice Plus week. God bless, and we'll talk to you really soon. Bye for now.